Everybody see the screen?
Yep.
Yes, I will put the public link for the presentation here if you want to click into any link. Okay, so now I will start my presentations about our project also. So for just to update if somebody who doesn't know what we do, we provide a privacy preserving on-chain funding platform solutions, and our key features is privacy preserving, which means that we protect the privacy of investor when they fund it into projects. We keep the information about their portfolio private from the public eye with the help of a threshold homomorphic encryption scheme, which help us enable not only private funding but also private voting. And for this cohort 3, particularly for the midpoint milestone, we have 4 milestones. And while the other 3 was done, the first one is still in progress, and I will explain more about that later. Okay, so just a quick update, quick reminder of our roadmap. We are in the phase 2 of the project, which is zkIgnite cohort 3. We have initiated the development on private funding from last cohort, and now we are working on features such as milestone-based vesting and the on-chain funding framework and workflow. And also a little bit review about the architecture. So we have 2 main zk app systems. The first one is for threshold homomorphic encryptions, which will be used by distributed key generation committees, and the other one is the on-chain funding platform zk apps, will be used by 3 main actors: it's builder, organizers, and investor. And to provide the features of privacy preserving, the on-chain funding platform zkApp will send encryption requests to the other zkApp modules, and they will receive a response of the decryption result. And beside of the zkApp system, we have the storage service and listener service to like make the off-chain storage of our zk app available for the public. And then we have the roll-up or reducer service to automatic reduce the action from users in a permissionless way from the public storage. Okay, and here is the information about the status of the public test version. So this is our main target for this development phase, that we want to develop a public test version of all of our products, including the threshold homomorphic encryptions and the platform where the 3 actors can try the app and see how exactly on-chain funding works. And the progress in the last 2 months, I think, we have delivers a new roadmap mechanisms, which is shared by all the contracts in all of the zk apps in our system, which I will show later in the code. And we also deliver a new request response mechanism for the encryption process, which could support a large dimension vector encryption, which was previously not possible for our previous design. On our package updated to this the O1JS version 1.18. And for the public test version, we decide to utilize a self-managed linenet network just for better performance and better conclusions, uh, transaction conclusion. And while the smart contract and the front end for the committee app is already ready and tested, we still have some problem while using the the linenet network, and we are trying to fix all of them to deliver them to the public. And some limitations that I think we be honest here, that our development progress is a little bit behind the planned schedule as in the proposal. And in many reasons, there are one of them is that after every time we upgrading the O1JS version, it often cause errors in our current implementations, which make it necessary to repeat the testing process I understand that this is like the situations now before the mainnet, but it's caused a little bit slow down for the projects. And I list here some blocking bugs that we are trying to creating issues for fixing before publishing this version. And next step for this for our project is for the public test is that the expected date initially from the proposal is will be around May 13, but we decide to move to the end of May, and the public Discord will be open soon, where people can join and we will answer questions about our platform and how to use it, and we'll provide more detailed user guide. And the this version will be published features by features, which means that we will publish the KG committee and the encryption feature first, and then we will publish the builder platform and then organizer platform and other things. And like I said, it will be deployed on the Linet network. Okay, so here is some notes on the performance and the topic related to layer 2, because we receive a lot of questions on this. For performance, so uh, previously is we have some problem with compiling and running the program on other browsers than Chrome, but now most common browser like Chrome, Edge, or Safari has worked with pretty much similar performance, and the initial compilations is around 2 minutes, is which happened only once time, and so it's okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and for method code proving is around 30 seconds to 1 minute. And for the public test version, which we will utilize Linet, so the transaction conclusion will be around uh, 20 to 20 seconds to 1 minute, and the reducer service will take a delay about mm, 3 minutes. And for layer 2 considerations, we understand that there are many uh, projects that applying protokit or Zeco like to build the products, and we are also like exploring these options, but now at the moment we are still like trying to see how the community is building on it and see other project experience, because we don't have the resource to develop both on layer 1 and to develop everything from the start for the layer 2 solutions. So the public test and the current development process will stay on layer 1, but we are still looking for other option for layer 2. And for the milestone based vesting, so these features was delivered, and uh, we have a design called flexible vesting, which will occur after the funding process, and after funding process and a vesting request can be raised to release the fund to the projects, and investor can vote to release a specific portion of funded capital, and currently is Mina. And we also support private voting for investor decisions. The implementation and testing has finished, and you can like check out our repository on GitHub. And the next step is for the implementation and testing of another type of vesting called predefined vesting, where the vesting plan should be defined before the funding process. And we would also support private voting. And this milestone by vesting module is waiting to be integrated into the public test version. I'm sorry. Uh, okay, so we have a draft, a quick integration proposal for specific use case called public grant, where we specify the actors in business process necessary, and we will continue to provide more detailed technical integrations, such as the API or the documentation for our TypeScript package in Docker image. Currently, these are available for the public, but as it's still constantly changing, we haven't decided to fully document them yet. and we will allow scheduling private demo in the second half of this program. Okay, for community activities, we have been active on Medium blog posts. We are trying to keeping up with at least one post a week to uh, introduce more about our product and stay active on Twitter. And also, like personally, me, I have like represent my also to join a event for zero knowledge. It's my first time, and I think it's a good way to get to know people in the community and to talk with them about our project and our what we are building on top of Mina. So our team will try to do this more to just to talk to people to reach out about our products. And as for the next step, as I said before, the Discord will be published soon, and there will be programs for the public test version. And here in the slide, I put some link where you can click and see the resource. And that's the end of my presentation for the mid checkpoint milestone. So if you have any questions, you can ask me.
All right. Yeah, thanks. Thanks again for presentation. Any questions?
Yes.
And maybe as you ask for like questioning resources, Matej, would you like to briefly explain what will take them to, like, for example, launch on ProtoKit as well, or in case you want? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not much. I think whatever business logic you have going on currently, should be really a matter of days to revise into ProtoKit. You should have a really easy time using the framework, I hope.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
So I was just saying, like, whatever business logic you guys have currently for Auxo shouldn't be too difficult to rewrite it to ProtoKit. I think you would have a really nice time since you could only focus on like what really matters. That's how your app should behave. Since we handle all the sequencing and the tree operations and everything else behind that as part of the framework itself.
Yes, honestly, I have read all your documents, the public documents of ProtoKit, and we have been discussing about using ProtoKit, but for now, as I said, we don't have that much resource yet because we still want to push to for finishes, and also I feel like we are having more control when processing actions in layer one. Maybe I'm not have I don't have many experience developing on ProtoKit yet.
Yeah,
So that's
it's identical. You can use ProtoKit to reduce actions as well. So the things that you saw in the docs, how to write runtime, etc. That's all you have to do, and then you would have to just plug in a separate dispatcher contract that would allow your users to dispatch actions. But you can just use the private mempool instead for the time being. What actions allow you to do is basically prevent censorship, like increase censorship resistance, so the sequencer operator won't be able to censor you. But then still the block producer is able to censor you if they want to. So yeah.
yes. Yes, I like I said, like we will reach out for ProtoKit once we decide to migrate on it. Thanks.
Okay, sure. Let me know if I can help.
Yes.
All right. So then, if there's no questions more, I'll thank all of you. This was the last session of the midpoint milestones, and I will update in Discord with the progress and what's going to happen next. But again, congratulations to all of you, and thanks for the presentations. And yeah, have a nice evening or day, depending on where you are. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.